Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, y'all, I'm back with another flashback. This video features Star, aka Shanice. Guys, I am still working on re-uploading all of my content back onto YouTube, adding my commentary so that I can meet the YouTube guidelines. This is why you guys are seeing so many flashbacks from my channel, but I can assure you that I'm staying on top of everything happening within Carbonation. Y'all, please be sure to drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. All right, now let's get into this video.
I don't really like conflict. I don't want the smoke unless I have to give the smoke. Okay, guys. All right, so about 2 years ago, I started awakening. I started realizing that everything around me was a lie. I grew up as a Christian. I realized Jesus wasn't real. So, intuitively, I started going outside into nature, enjoying the sun, I changed my diet. I had red locks, cut the locks out my hair because my hair was dyed. I was stripping my melanin, so I cut all my hair off. I did everything I needed to do. Everything I felt I was being guided to do. So, yeah, I didn't have... It's okay, guys. It's all right. I didn't have no guidance. You know what I'm saying? Even growing up, I didn't have no guidance from my parents, from anybody. I had to learn everything on my own. So yeah, coming to my awakening, I didn't really know much. I didn't know anything anymore. I was confused about what life was, what life is. I love you, Lean. So, I have this friend. I have this friend, and here we go. She was trying to introduce me to Nature Boy. And I didn't want to have really much of anything to do with him at the time when she was trying to introduce me to him, because the only thing they was talking about was polygamy. I'm okay with polygamy now. I understand what polygamy is for. However, I didn't like it back then because I was in a toxic relationship and all of that, so I wasn't with the shits. But one night, I asked the universe to show me what this is, what the fuck this is, because I didn't know nothing no more. I was confused and I ain't have nobody to turn to.
That's so sad. She felt like she had nobody to turn to, so she ended up reaching out to Eligio Bishop, aka Nature Boy, aka 3 God. That was her first mistake.
I have nobody to turn to. And I went to sleep and I dreamed about Nature Boy. I dreamed about being with him. I was with him. I was walking with him. So, with nobody around me understanding what I was going through, yeah, I was. with nobody understanding, nobody around me understanding what I was going through. After I dreamed about him, I was like, this must be the way. This has to be the way, because I haven't heard nobody else speak the things that he's speaking. I didn't do much research, though. So that's why. So, I started watching him. Yeah, here we go. I started watching him. Yeah, y'all fucked with the right star. Because a lot of people's not going to have the balls to do this. Anyway, I started watching his lives. I'm like, yo, this really is, like, because I've never heard nobody speak what he was speaking. So I'm just like, yo, this got to be the fucking truth. This got to be the truth. I ain't even gonna let it. I was about to block y'all, but I don't even give a fuck no more. Because, however, this is a part of my spiritual journey. Ain't nobody worried about signing nothing. Anyway, this is a part of my spiritual journey. So I have to speak on this. I have to speak about the things that I've gone through. Like, I'm not a nobody. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm a very powerful person. And I'm coming into knowing who I truly am. So it was a part of my journey, so I speak. I'm going to speak on it. Anyway, I started watching his lives. You're right. How do I do that? I started watching his lives. And I was really, like, into it. I'm like, yeah, like, I fucks with what he talking about. Ain't nobody else talking about this shit. Like, yeah, I'm fucking with it. Then every now and again we would message each other. And honestly, guys, honestly speaking, I really did think that I belonged with him. I thought that I was supposed to be his wife. I thought that I was supposed to be with him. I did. Not understanding truly what spirituality is, like, I literally fell for anything. Anyway, I thought I was supposed to be his wife, so I was feeding into the idea of.
And for those of you who do not know, Star, aka Shanice, is the first woman to get Eligio Bishop, aka Nature Boy, aka Three Gods' name tattooed on her butt. Star got her tattoo long before she went physically to carbonation, y'all.
I thought I was supposed to be his wife, so I was feeding into the idea of being his wife. I was feeding into the idea of being with him and joining carbonation. Before I went to carbonation, I had a transition. Like, the girl I was staying with, her lights and stuff went out. And I still had the children. Her lights and stuff went out, and it was very cold in there, extremely cold, had little babies. So I took my last, and I got me and the babies a hotel. Mind you, I'm already at a point.
Y'all, I'm side-eyeing Star now because she talking about her friend that she was staying with, power got cut off, so she took her last and got a hotel room for her and the kids. Why not help her friend pay the light bill?
Mind you, I'm already at a point in my life where I'm tired. I'm tired of doing things by myself. I'm tired of being a single mother. I was just tired. It took everything in me to not have breakdowns in front of my children. But it came a point in time where I was crying like every day because I was tired. I was tired of doing it alone. Like, nobody wanted to help me. And because I didn't have much knowledge, I kept messing with fuck niggas and having babies by fuck niggas. I learned my lesson though, guys. I grew up, I promise. So yeah, I was tired. I was tired of doing everything by myself. Like I was at my breaking point. I was. So I needed help badly. Like people knew I needed help. People knew me, but nobody wanted to extend the help. Nobody wanted to be there. So yeah, me and the babies, we in a hotel, and the whole time I'm thinking, I'm just like, yo, like, I really can't do this by myself no more. But I don't know who to reach out to. Like, my family knew, but, like, we was on, like, shaky ground. So I just was like, do I reach out to them and tell them I need help again? So, yeah. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do while I'm in the hotel. I'm on my last. I don't have no more money. Someone did come along and help me and the kids out. They got me a room for a week. So that was a blessing. Still, I was tired and on the urge of a breakdown, a mental breakdown. I didn't want to do that in front of my children though. So I'm like, I think it's time for me to go to carbonation. Now, I tried to take my children with me to carbonation. I tried to get our passports. Wasn't working out. Nothing I did was working out when I tried to move. Now that I think about it, I wasn't even thinking like, oh, that's clearly because that's not what you're supposed to be doing. But all things happen for a reason. Like, I learned a lot. So yeah, I tried to get our passports. Couldn't get our passports.
Now Star, aka Shanice, knows she lying because Eligio Bishop, aka Nature Boy, aka Three God, did not allow children to come to carbonation. So I doubt very much that she had any plans of bringing her children along with her to carbonation.
Couldn't get our passports. One day I'm on the phone with Nature Boy. He calls me. He says, so when you coming home? I'm like, as soon as I can. Like, I'm ready. As soon as I can. He says, now I'm already thinking like, I want to take my children, but at the same time, I need a break from my children. Because, like I said, I was on the urge of a mental breakdown. I went from raising my brothers and sisters to raising my own children. So I never got to see who I am. Like, I never got to experience life. So yeah, I'm thinking, I'm going back and forth with my thoughts on that, on what I'm gonna do about the children. They don't never go nowhere without me. His suggestion, Nature Boy, his suggestion was, no, what did he say? What did he say to me? I believe he said, you gotta get rid of the kids. He said, you gotta get rid of the kids. I'm an animal. And you know, like, these aren't his exact words, but this is basically what he said. I'm an animal. I'm nature. And you know, in nature, what did he say? The males kill off the males kill off other cubs that don't belong to them just so that their legacy could live. I'm like, okay. Like, I was quiet for a little bit because I'm just like, that shit shook me a little bit. I'm just like, okay. But I'm a mom. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, So I'm just sitting there thinking, like, what the fuck? And I was like, I do feel like I'm probably supposed to come to Carbonation. However, I have my children, and I'm not about to just, I didn't know what to do. So then he suggests that I put them in foster care. Just put them in foster care. Just put them in foster care. I'm like, no, fuck type shit. We end up getting off the phone. Mind you, before that conversation, I'm already on the urge of having a breakdown. So I end up calling my sister. And I said to her, I said, if I ask you to take the kids, would you take them for me? And she said, yeah, like you already know. So I was like, I need you to take them. She says, when? I said, like now, ASAP, as soon as you can. And then I get to crying. I bust out crying because I'm just like, I got to a point when I started regretting, because I got to a point I started regretting the fact that I had a whole lot of kids at a young age. I was ashamed. So I'm crying and I'm just like, yo, I just wish somebody would have stopped me. Somebody would have told me, like, yo, shorty, like, you going in the wrong direction. Like, this is not the way to go. Like,
All right, y'all, go on ahead and drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Thank you guys in advance.
having all these babies, like, this is not it. This is not it. Like, continuously being with the toxic men or men who don't know who they are, that's not it. I didn't have that guidance. So I'm just crying and I'm venting to my sister and I'm like, please just come get the babies. They came and got the babies. My sister, she came and got the babies. And the next day I left. Yeah, the next day I left and I joined Carbonation. There's a lot to say about Carbonation. However, I plan on writing a book. So, but...
And we still waiting on her book to come out, y'all. Star, a.k.a. Shanice, did not write a book, guys.
I'm writing a book. So, but to sum it up, because I was in the beginning of my awakening, having an ego death, letting go of who I thought I was, it was easy for me to be reeled into Carbonation. It was easy for me to think that, oh, this is the only way. It was easy for me to think that. Because I didn't know nothing else. So that's why it was so easy for me to go there. However, my experience there was crazy. A couple weeks ago, Nature Boy got us all to sign this piece of paper stating that basically we wouldn't talk about anything that goes on there. And if we do, we'd have to go to court. I'm crazy. So I'm willing to risk that. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care. Because this was a huge part of my spiritual journey. Anyway, let's begin. So there was a rumor going around about me being pregnant by him. And I was. I have the message. I still have the messages I kept him because with him and my history, he lies a lot. He lies a whole lot. He deletes messages. He don't. Anyway. So yeah, I was pregnant by him. I had the messages. I sent him. I had left Carbonation because I didn't like how I was being treated when I told them that I felt I was pregnant. Damn, that shit was crazy. Like, the whole experience was crazy. I'm not going to get too much into that. But yeah, I didn't like the way I was being treated when I was at Carbonation, when I told them that I believed that I was pregnant. I ended up leaving because I didn't like the way that I was being treated. The weekend that I left, I took my test, and the second line popped up. I'm like, oh, so I really am pregnant. But I was stressed out. I was stressed out simply because these people swear they are all about family. These people swear they are all about breaking generational curses, unity, black power. But I didn't have no support. That pregnancy was very stressful. Nobody made me take a pill or anything. I just started bleeding one day. Because I was so stressed out. I'm thinking about him, Nature Boy, and the things that we talked about. Oh, he's so good with his words, y'all. He's so good with them. I was thinking about him and the things that we talked about. And how I thought we would have been a family. And how I thought that this experience with this pregnancy will be different than the other experiences with my pregnancy because we break in generational curses. But it wasn't. It was the same. It was the same. He didn't want... I don't know. Something about him and Eliana, like... I get it, like having children with her, but anyway guys, okay, so I end up losing the baby on April 8th of this year. I lost the baby, and that was like a blessing in disguise, because low-key I was about to perpetuate the same generational curse that I caught myself breaking. So I was grateful. I was very, very grateful. Like I said, I have messages. I sent him the test. I sent him my sonogram. And there's messages that we have, but he deleted some of his in the message. I guess just in case somebody checked his messages, I don't know. But I still have the receipts. That was traumatizing. But because I still didn't understand what this spiritual journey was, I was like, okay, that happened. I'm going back. I'm still going back. Because they family. And this is the Messiah. I really thought he was the Messiah, y'all. Like, I really did. I really did.
That's crazy. She really thought that Eligio Bishop, a.k.a. Nature Boy, a.k.a. Three God, was the Messiah. Y'all, that's deep.
Y'all. Like, I really did. I really did. I thought this man was the Messiah. Anyway, I went back, and I still didn't like the way I was being treated. Now, I don't know how long some of you have been watching me, but way before I went to Carbonation, like, I was about my shit. Like, damn. Before I went there, like, I felt real strong, real powerful. I've always felt like that. Like, there's a reason why I'm here on earth. Like, I've always felt like that. But when I got there, the women, so fucking catty. So fucking catty. They hated the fact that I came up in there talking about, yeah, I know who I am. I know I'm powerful. I know I'm strong. I'm confident. At first they was with it. They was like, yeah, I like you. I went in there being me, y'all. I went in there being authentic. I went in there wanting to love everyone because I didn't receive love growing up. Because you know when your parents only do for you what they can. They only do what they know. So what was done to me was done to them. So I didn't grow up with love. So I have a lot of love to give. Simply because I didn't grow up with the shit. I was trying to love on these women. No, I wasn't trying. I was loving on these women. I was just being me. I'm very loving. I'm very giving. I'm very happy. I'm me. They told me I was doing too much. Told me I was forcing myself on them. I mean, now I know they was just rejecting themselves of love. But I'm thinking like, what? How am I doing too much? I'm just being me. I'm just trying to show you love. I just want to build a relationship with you. I just want some sisters. Because me and my sisters, we weren't brought up to be close. So if we here to break generational curses, that's what I'm trying to do with y'all. I'm trying to build a relationship with y'all. They ain't want that. Then they kept saying I was too dominant and too masculine. I can admit I was a little masculine. I was. Because I grew up being the provider for my brothers and my sisters, and even that being for my mom when she needed me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up having to be that. Phone on 20%, y'all. I never knew what it was like to have a man in my life. I always had to be the man. And I always attracted feminine men. So I always had to be masculine. So I can admit, yeah, I was a little masculine. But I toned that shit down a lot. Because I realized I didn't have to be that way. It was just me trying to survive in a world that's living backwards. So yeah, I toned that shit down. But they kept complaining about it. You're so masculine. You're so dominant. You're so masculine. You're so dominant. So I toned it down more. Then I got to a point, I started dumbing myself down. I'm worried about how these people think I'm moving. So I'm thinking the whole time, like, watch how you move, Star. Don't do this, Star. Don't do that, Star. You don't want to offend them, Star. So the whole time I'm there, that's what I'm doing in my head. Watch what you do. Watch what you say. Watch how you move. Because at the end of the day, because these women didn't know how to love themselves, they were intimidated by me being myself. So they had to make me feel some type of way to make them feel good. When I say I dumbed myself down, y'all, I couldn't be myself, y'all.
All right, y'all, go on ahead and drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Thank you guys in advance.
I couldn't be myself. Didn't even want me to talk to the men. I'm a grown ass woman. If I like you, I like you, and I'm gonna tell you I like you. But I know how to talk to men. I know how to engage with men without using my sexual energy. Every time I would engage with the men, now I'm looking at these niggas like, oh, these my little brothers. That's how I'm looking at them. I fuck with you. I went in there getting to know everybody, including the men. I even counseled them. They might not admit it, but I even counseled the men because I came in with a lot of experience. Anyway, when I would talk to them, the women would feel some type of way. Oh, that's not how we move around here, Star. Why not? Because I was like, even before I came here, like I was cool with niggas. I ain't have to be fucking you to be cool with you. I ain't have to want to fuck you to be cool with you. I know how to control my energy. I throw my energy where I want to throw my energy. I wasn't giving them off no energy. They thought I was. They thought I was because that's how they move. That's how they feel like they gotta engage with niggas. Oh, I'm gonna throw you some sexual energy, and maybe you'll engage back with me. I don't blame them. They don't know no better. But they got on me about that. They didn't like the fact that I was engaging with the men. So I stopped doing that. Me and the men was cool though. Like I was cool with them. I don't even thought I was. So I stopped doing that. I literally had to stop being myself. And the whole time, I'm just like, the whole time, I'm just thinking like, maybe I am more fucked up than I thought I was. Because they keep saying this about me, and they keep saying that about me. And that's another thing. You gotta know who you are. So can't nobody tell you who you are. I don't answer to what you say I am. I answer to who I know I am. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta know who you are. Because people will be able to control you. They will have power over you if you don't know who you are. So I'm really thinking I'm more fucked up than I am. I'm gonna charge my phone. I'm gonna stay on here until it dies. But yeah, like I said, I'm thinking I'm more fucked up than I am. I'm thinking I'm not shit. Like, damn, like, I'm too masculine. Still, months later, after being with y'all still ain't see no growth? Y'all still ain't see no change in me? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I'm too dominant. Then find a backbone, motherfucker. You don't like who I am, and I'm being myself? Figure out who the fuck you are. But like I said, guys, I dumbed myself down. I thought more was wrong with me than what was wrong with me. But there was lessons I had to learn while I was in carbonation about myself. I had to learn to stop overgiving when it comes to love, because it's so easy for me to love people. When people show you that they don't want you, this is including Nature Boy too. When people show you that they don't want you and that they don't love you, it's just a reflection of you showing you that you're not giving you what you need to be giving you. Stop overgiving. I really did. I have so much to say, guys, but my phone's gonna die. I really did believe that carbonation was the end all be all. That's where I belong. Because that is what Eligio teaches. That he is the only source. However, we are all the source. You understand what I'm saying?
Y'all, Star aka Shanice disappeared from social media. with the exception of one live that I caught of her recently, but she wasn't really saying that much.
However, we are all the source. You understand what I'm saying? I really thought he was the Messiah, simply because he was speaking shit that I never heard before. This man went from calling himself Jesus, saying he was Jesus, basically, to calling himself Babaji, the man who taught Jesus. So which one are you? Guys, there's so much to do. There's so much to say. Anyway. I even stopped talking to people that I love dearly. People that was not a part of Carbonation. I stopped talking to them. Because it was wrong to talk to people who didn't fuck with Carbonation. Who wasn't a part of Carbonation. That was on me though. That was a lesson that I had to learn. Stop being so fucking gullible. Because I was being gullible. My family loved me more than I knew. Yes, we had some issues. However, I was chosen to be the one to break the generational curses. This is not the end of my journey. This is only the beginning. And I don't regret my experiences because they made me who I am. I know Carbonation's gonna have a lot of shit to say. I already know how they move. But the thing is, they didn't really get to see the true Star. Because Star suppressed herself, trying to be who they wanted me to be. I'm a very, very powerful woman. And unlike others, I really do come to bring change. A lot of people is not going to speak on Carbonation the way that I will speak on Carbonation. I feel like I was chosen to do so. Because I really went in there thinking like, oh, this is the only way. I'm in this shit. And then come to find out that it was all a lie was a huge mind fuck for me. It was traumatizing. Yo, when I left, I had nightmares. Shit was real. I had fucking nightmares. But I accept what the universe has for me and who the universe has chose for me to be. I don't regret anything, and I'm actually very grateful. Very, very grateful. Let's see what's on these boxes. Someone says you look beautiful and I'm proud of you. I'm grateful. Babaji is a master manipulator. He don't love nobody but himself. This is true. Did you leave Carbonation? They tried to do that same shit to Ether Flare. Yes, I did.
All right, y'all, go on ahead and drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Thank you guys in advance.
Did leave. I'm not with them anymore. I left. Someone asked me when I left. I left about a week ago. Sending love and light. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Yeah, I left because I realized that this ain't it. Not the way I'm being treated. Not the way other people's being treated. This ain't it. And if you're going to call yourself the Messiah, how about overcoming your demons, all of them? All of them. Before you try to lead a flock of people. People who don't really know nothing. People who don't truly understand who they are. That shit fucked me up, y'all. Because I was like, I really didn't know shit. And I really thought like, oh yeah, man, I didn't found where I'm supposed to be. I didn't give no fucks that my peoples are Christians and shit like that. I know that shit ain't real still. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't give no fucks that they was Christians. I'm about this life. However, I feel like Eligio is putting his generational curses on us, perpetuating the same behavior, teaching us to do the shit that he went through. Because he went through certain things, he doesn't want us, like the whole family thing. Like I'm guessing, this is me, because he didn't have family, he don't feel like we should be able to talk to our family or whomever else while we are in carbonation. If it ain't no money involved, then we don't want nothing to do with that. Anyway, I am so grateful to be back. My face is breaking out because it's been a little traumatizing, guys. But I'm grateful to be back. I'm grateful that I'm no longer being spiritually suppressed. And like everybody else, guys, you do not have to worry about me saying all of this and then turning around and going back to carbonation.
And she is actually one person that I know that did not go back. Once she left, she didn't go back. But I think that's a combination of her not wanting to go back, and also they voted her out of carbonation. They kicked her out.
And going back to carbonation. The only reason why I was with them was because I really thought that Eligio was the Messiah. I really did. Like, with everything in me. That's why I went so hard for him. And that's why I went so hard on everybody else. Like, fuck you, this is the Messiah. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm back. And I feel good. It took me a week to get my shit together. Like, when I left, my face was swelling up. I was retaining a lot of emotions, suppressed emotions. My face was swelling up. My feet, my legs. Like, it was horrible. But I plan on doing what I was sent here on earth to do. And that was to be the change. To actually break generational curses. Not perpetuate them. My children, on the other hand, they're good. They're in great hands. They're in great hands. I still feel how I felt in the beginning of my journey. When I feel like I need to get my shit together. Because I'm no good to them if I'm no good. They're in great hands. They're with my family. I got to see their beautiful faces. But my journey still continues. My journey still goes on. And, yeah. I got 9% left, guys, and I'm going to turn the comments on. Oh, gosh. I'm a very strong individual, so whatever carbonations got to say, I really don't give no fucks because I already know how they think. I already know how they move, and I got to meet them individually, so I already know who you are. I was his wife. I wouldn't even say I was his wife. I was a fuck. I'm grateful.
All right, y'all. If you haven't picked up your copy of Greatness is a Habit, authored by Aaron Dixon, otherwise known as True, many of you know him as True. He is an ex-carbonation member, and he's authored this amazing read. If you are interested in self-development and growth, this book is a good one for you. It's available on Apple Books for $1, guys. I got my copy and I love this book.
No, he didn't make me get the tattoo. No, when I thought he was who I was supposed to be with and I was supposed to be his wife, I'm very loyal, okay? So when I got my eye on one thing, that's where I put all my energy at. So when I thought that I was supposed to be with him, I was like, fuck this shit, I'm getting his name on my ass. Okay. But no, he didn't make me. I did it before I even came to Carbonation or went to Carbonation. I'm grateful. They all need to wake up. They all need to wake up, but they don't understand, guys. So you gotta have compassion. Have compassion, because they truly don't understand. They really believe that this is it. Carbonation is it. They believe that Eligio is the Messiah. In order to be the Messiah, you would have to overcome all your demons. You understand what I'm saying? Before you lead a flock of people. But hey. Yes, someone said women start glowing instantly when they leave. I had lost my glow. Before I went there, my skin was flawless. My skin was so beautiful. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm coming back to balance. It's all good. I don't regret none of that. It had to happen for me. It had to happen for me, a part of my spiritual journey. I'm grateful. Afro is very deep in. The women that don't have no experience, those are the ones that I truly feel sorry for. What did you mean when you told Natiri she was going to get Eligio in trouble when she left and went live? Because I guess I said that because I guess we ain't supposed to be saying nothing when we leave. We ain't supposed to be talking about Carbonation. However, how can people truly be saved? And how can the truth really get out there if don't nobody talk? If don't nobody speak the truth? So I did it because I felt like it was the right thing to do at the time. And he told us to say it. Like, it is what it is. Like, when you're brainwashed, like, whoever brainwashed you, that is your leader. Like, it is what it is. Yes, I'm protecting my soul. I'm grateful. Am I worried about Zoka? I want Zoka to get out of there. Will I be getting my children back? Eventually.
Y'all, I ain't even finna hold y'all. At the time that Star, aka Shanice, made this video, she had high hopes that Zoka, aka Jayon Marie Hamilton, would leave. But unfortunately, guys, it is September 3rd, 2023, and she is still there.
Will I be getting my children back? Eventually. But like I said, they're in great hands with my family. And I am on my spiritual journey, guys. Like, this shit don't stop. This shit don't stop here. Like I said in the beginning, I was on the urge of having a mental breakdown because I was doing everything by myself. I did not want to have a breakdown in front of my children. And I damn sure wasn't giving them the foster care. So, they're with my family. And I'm figuring Star out. Because I never got the chance to. My family understands that. I went from raising my brothers and sisters to raising my own children. From being raped and abused. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to figure me out. I had to grow up before my time. So, eventually, they'll be back with me. But as of right now, like, I'm no good to them if I'm no good to myself. If I don't know who I am, I'm no good to them. I'm breaking generational curses, guys. Yes, I suppressed myself so much. But I'm grateful that I'm back. I'm so grateful. What was my wake-up call? To not be so gullible. To use discernment. To actually use the gifts that I have. My intuition. Like, before I make a move. Like, goodness. Yes, listen. The only reason why y'all didn't see me going live and shit like that at Carbonation, and y'all barely seen me doing those videos, was simply because I was being spiritually suppressed. I was. The person y'all saw me as before I went in there, I was not that person when I was in there. For those of you who was watching me before I went in there, right? I was not myself at all. Did he ever put you in the closet? No. No, I didn't have to go in the closet. One time, Aya told me that I had to stand in the corner for 2 hours, and that shit blew my motherfucking mind. I was like, I'm a grown-ass woman. Like, what the fuck? Ugh. Yeah, dangerous mindset, absolutely. Everyone has a story, and it's truly never ending. I am that I am. All the good and bad happen in life lessons we must go through. We are ever changing and evolving. Pressure makes so beautiful. What was traumatizing? The fact that I was brainwashed, that nobody gave a fuck about me. When I was, like, I kind of already was, like, I already had family issues. So then I was brainwashed to think that nobody who was outside of Carbonation even gave a fuck about me. I got 2 minutes left, guys. I'm gonna come back on when the phone charges. But I felt alone there too. Like, everybody was so hung up on making Alihio happy, getting brownie points with Alihio. And so, like, when I would go try to talk to my sisters and express myself of how I was feeling, like, everything got back to him. Then they might try to make it seem like I was turning on people. Like, it was a lot of shit there that was traumatizing. However, I did say in the beginning of my life that I plan on writing a book. I'm very honest.
All right, y'all, go on ahead and drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Thank you guys in advance.
No. No, Eliana doesn't need to be smacked. She need to get her ass up out of there too. What was the breaking point? I got 49 seconds. What was my breaking point? Oh, I had a lot of breaking point, guys. I'm blessed. Hello. I'm grateful. Okay, so I just seen that Nana put in her story she couldn't pass the entry exam. I don't know, somebody said it to me, so something about I couldn't pass the entry exam. And you're absolutely fucking right, my nigga. You're right. So the knowledge, the little 5 sciences that Alihio teaches, right? It's not that I wasn't interested in learning, because I definitely was. It's just that I was so busy trying to fix myself with things that they were saying was wrong with me that I wasn't studying. Because I thought, like, well, I got to fix this and I got to fix that and I can't do this and I can't do that. I was in my head a whole lot. So I wasn't studying the knowledge that he was teaching. And so, yeah, when I took the exam, I failed. Who gives a fuck? Y'all really, like, there's so much to say. Y'all really try to belittle people when you don't have the room to do that. However, you can't move me, sis. But I did want to address that. I failed the exam. That's not why I left, though. I'd been planned on leaving. I already had it set up to leave before I even failed the exam. The day that I left, I had planned on leaving before that. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. And talking about, yeah, and that's what she said, entry exam, because Eligio, when we took the test, Eligio put the test up and was like, if you can't pass this test, then you can't be a part of carbonation. Don't go to carbonation, though, guys. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. There's other ways. There's other ways. Do not go to carbonation.
And with that entrance test, that's how they actually got her out, because she failed that test. So she essentially ended up leaving.
There's other ways. Do not go to carbonation. I'm glad I woke up too, guys. I'm so grateful. What they say was wrong with me, they said I was too dominant and too masculine. And like I was already like fighting shit that I went through when I was a child, like my insecurities and shit like that. So I spent the whole time trying to fix myself, dumbing myself down. They said you're too dominant, you're too masculine, when they are very, very masculine. Very, very masculine women. It wasn't a real exam, guys. The fuck? That shit don't determine who you are. Like, what the fuck? It don't make me feel no type of way. I just had to address that shit. Like, you right, I did leave, but it wasn't because I failed the exam. And I wasn't the only one that failed. I did get the lowest score though, guys. I did, because I wasn't studying. I don't care though. Like, I don't care. I have peace within my mind now. I can study shit that I need to study now about nature, about humans. But I don't give no fucks about that fake ass exam. I'm not gonna say nothing about that. You're right. They was just talking about themselves. Because when I had first got the carbonation, they were in love with me. They loved me. They loved my confidence, all of that. Like, but after a while, they realized that shit wasn't in them. And so they felt some type of way about me eventually. They wanted me to feel how they felt. They almost was successful at that shit too. But I'm way too strong for that shit. That's what they lack. They lack strength and experience. You said none of them know their little exam except Joy. Joy did pass the first exam. She did. I don't know. I don't care about that goddamn exam, y'all. That does not dictate who I am as a woman. Like, I don't care. I just don't care. I left because it wasn't for me anymore. I ain't like the way the people was being treated. I realized that Eligio really wasn't the Messiah. I really thought he was. Like, I was in the beginning of my awakening. So, like, he was the first person I came across. And I ran to it. But I'm grateful that I did. Like, I learned a lot. So, I don't regret that. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot, but I can retain information. It's just that I cannot operate in chaos. I can't think straight in chaos. So I was not interested in learning. I was too busy trying to fix myself with the things that they were saying was wrong with me. They'll never admit it. I couldn't even talk to them. Fuck out of here. don't care nothing about what she say. I just knew that it was going to be brought up. So I decided to say something about it as to why I left. They thought I left because I didn't know the knowledge. However, I knew that shit wasn't for me no more. That's why I left. I have to get hard lessons in life, guys. Really, really hard lessons.
All right, y'all. If you haven't picked up your copy of Greatness is a Habit, authored by Aaron Dixon, otherwise known as True. Many of you know him as True. He is an ex-Carbonation member, and he's authored this amazing read. If you are interested in self-development and growth, this book is a good one for you. It's available on Apple Books for $1, guys. I got my copy, and I love this book.
I'm hard-headed. I'm a Taurus. Counsel the whole movement. Yes. Period. Period. Like, let it all the fuck go. Please. They so deep in that shit, guys, though. Like, he got a bunch of yes men around him. They don't understand, y'all. So you really do have to show compassion. Because like I said, like, I went in there with the same mindset that they have. I was just strong enough to get out of that. They don't understand, though. They really don't. So you have to show compassion. No, I didn't let them control me. Like, I did for a little bit, though. Like I said in my other life, like, I ended up dumbing myself down. And I wasn't saying much or nothing. I was just doing what I could to help. But no, I wasn't the only one that failed the test. I was the one that got the lowest score. But no, I wasn't the only one that failed. That shit was fake, yes. Yeah, according to them, yes, I failed. But I mean, I guess you can say, because I could not concentrate. Like, being with them, I couldn't focus. I couldn't focus. That's why I dropped out of school in the 8th grade, because I couldn't focus. I cannot function in a bunch of chaos. No, I'm not. No, I spoke about it in my other life. I'm not pregnant. I lost the baby on April 8th of this year. So that's that. I would have had the baby by now, guys. Yes. Somebody said, no disrespect, we've been telling all of y'all about the shit on Carbonation. You right. You right. You right. Y'all was telling us. But being brainwashed is a motherfucker. Not knowing which way to turn when you first start waking up spiritually is a motherfucker. You gotta use your intuition. You gotta use your discernment, and clearly a lot of us didn't do that. So that's why we ended up in Carbonation. But y'all did tell us. And we hated y'all for telling us that, because we just knew that this was the only way. So it's all good though, guys. It's all good. We live and we learn. It's all about applying the wisdom and the knowledge that you gain throughout your journey to your life. So as long as you do that, you're all right. That's right. We never listen until we ready to go, because when you have your mindset on something, that's it. When you believe something, that's it. And I'm the type of person, when I believe something, I go hard for that shit. When I was a Christian, I went hard for Jesus. Okay? I go hard for my family. Like, that's it. Like, when you have your mindset on something, there's no, at least with me, there's no change in my mind until I have an understanding of what the fuck is going on. It is a blessing. It said it's a blessing I didn't pass. I guess so, yeah. I guess so. That wasn't the reason I left, though. It was the opening. I didn't like the way shit was going down there, guys. It was too much. Yes, I'm going to be okay. I'm very blessed. The universe is taking very good care of me. I don't need or want for anything. So the universe is looking out. The universe is looking out. He doesn't want to go live. He just don't want to go live. You would have to ask him, like, what's his specific reason. He just says he doesn't want to go live. That's a fact. You do have to know what this is, what life is. Someone say you got to know the knowledge. You're absolutely right. And it's not that I didn't know anything. I just wasn't studying what he wanted me to study, so therefore I didn't know everything. However, like I said, I can't work in chaos. It's a bunch of bullshit going on there. I couldn't work in chaos. But now I can. Like, I have a peace of mind. But you're right. Someone says, what about the fact that Eligio is mentally ill? You didn't care about that? He's a mental patient. It's not that I didn't care. I just didn't understand. I just didn't understand. But when I gained clarity and understanding, I got the fuck up out of there. Yes, they was trying to break me down so they could build themselves up. Every time I turned around, somebody was complaining about me. Stars doing this, stars doing that, stars trying to dominate me, stars trying to use my weaknesses against me. I wasn't doing none of that shit. I was just being myself, and they didn't like it. It is a cult. It is.
Yeah, y'all. Star really came to the realization that she was in a cult.
Somebody said, why y'all all giving Velvet so much attention on Star's Live? Oh, it's because I came on here talking about, because she put something on her story about me not passing the entry test, some exam or whatever that they're doing at Carbonation. So I addressed it. That's why they still going in. Who do I think will leave next? I wish all of them would fucking leave. The only reason why they not is because they brainwashed, they lack experience, and they really truly think that Eligio's the Messiah. The same reasons that kept me there. No, he never hit me. He would have regretted the day he put his hands on me.
Not for nothing, but as big as Star was, if Eligio Bishop, a.k.a. Nature Boy, a.k.a. Three God, put his hands on her, it would have been a fight, y'all. I'm sure it would have been a damn fight.
Someone said, I'm glad you have left. Now please get help for you and the babies. I'm good. Star's good. My babies are good. Like I said in my last live, maybe you should go watch it if you didn't watch it. In the beginning of my journey, I felt like I couldn't do it anymore with the children because I was tired of doing it by myself. My children, And so I had to go on my journey to figure out who I am, because I've been through a lot. And my children are safe. They're with my family. They're being well taken care of. They're growing up. They talk so well. They're good. They're good. And I'm going to continue my journey. And when I'm ready, I will have them back. But I didn't do all of this for no reason. Why would I go back to them and I'm still not okay? I'm healing. Let me heal. Y'all, keep following my journey. Keep following my journey. Yes. They do want weak people there. Like I said, relax. Like I said, on my other live, only the strong ones leave. Only the strong ones leave. How you ain't know we've been telling y'all for years? Cause we ain't want to hear it. We ain't want to listen to y'all. If we thinking that this man is the Messiah, this is mean he's the highest of the highest of the highest of the highest. Ain't no disrespecting the highest of the highest of the highest. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all not listening. I already said I'm not pregnant anymore. I lost the baby April 8th of this year. No, there is no baby. And I am grateful that there was no baby. I'm grateful. That dance was hot, wasn't it? I'm grateful. Yes, only the weak can be there. It was, I'm glad Joy left. Okay, stop. He said, we aren't trolls. We are genuinely concerned about what is going on over there. I think some people are trolls, but I don't think all of you are. I think some people do genuinely care. I do. But then again, and then I do think that some people just are very hateful people. But majority of you probably do care. And I'm grateful. I never was in the closet, so. Yes. They were upset because they couldn't dominate me. I'm not gonna let them dominate. It wasn't appropriate. Somebody said, how'd you feel about him having sex on the lives? I guess it wasn't really appropriate, but when you brainwashed. The men there, they cool. The men are cool as shit. They're just weak. If you want to. This is gonna be my last time saying it. On April 8th of this year, I miscarried. I was very stressed out, but it wasn't meant for me to have that baby. That's gonna be my last time saying it, guys. It's getting a little irritating. No. Me and Velva never got into it. You're right.
All right, y'all. Going ahead and drop me a comment. Smash the heck out of that like button and share. Thank you guys in advance.
Says everything you need to know is within you. Only you can awaken it. You're absolutely right, because like I said in my last live, like I just started waking up out of nowhere, like intuitively. I just started doing research on churches and Jesus, and then I realized that Jesus wasn't real. Then I started going outside into nature, and intuitively I started doing all that way before I even came across Eligio. So yes, you're absolutely right. Everything that you need is already within you. There is no one higher than you. Do I think anyone else is close to waking up and leaving? Not the ones who's been there for a long time. No. Y'all got bad questions. My hair looks good. I'm grateful. Was it hard having 7 children and struggling with one? Yes. Yes. Because I was so ignorant. I didn't have no knowledge. And I didn't have no guidance. I kept having children with men who didn't know who they were, who didn't understand who they were. So it made me a single mother. So yes, it wasn't easy. Honestly. She had some business to take care of and she never came back. Do the men bow to him? Everyone fucking bows to him. Oh my God. Because he's mightier than all, you know what I'm saying? Like, got everybody believing he's the Messiah. He doesn't even believe he's the Messiah. He believes he's just the messenger. Now, I stated in my last live, I'm not thought about getting the tattoo covered up. I got it on my own anyway. I got it way before I even went to Carbonation. I thought about getting the tattoo covered up, but I'm not. Like, it's a part of my journey. Who gives a fuck? I don't care. Like, it is what it is. It's there. Who cares? Carbonation is a good idea, but the leader is a complete demon. The idea of what he is doing, oh my God, it's phenomenal. That drew me in. It's phenomenal, but you can't lead a flock of people if you ain't overcome your demons. I'm scared to talk about what? Who is that? Bitch, I'm back. 313. Scared to talk about what? I'm glad I left them too. He targets the youth because what he speaks seems to... But everything he speaks of has been out there. Just gotta read. He manipulates the actual knowledge to fit his agenda. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, I thought, like I said, it was the beginning of my journey. I just started awakening, and then I came across him, and that's what drew me in. That's what drew me in. I'm pausing, guys. Yes, it was Eligio's baby, guys. Damn. Annoying. I'm still pausing. I don't think you guys are here to bash me. I think some people are here to be nosy, and some people really care about what's going on in Carbonation. I don't give no fucks. If I did, I wouldn't have opened a live. I'm gonna try to... Let me move over here. So y'all said I'm pausing. Give me a second. One second, guys. I was trying to charge my phone, but y'all said I keep pausing. We got 50% though. So. Y'all talk so fast. My God. You good. All roads lead to the source. Whatever you want, you can attain. This outer world is just an illusion. You can't get touched on metaphysical gifts. I know I'm good. I'm grateful. He brainwashed us to believe that he's the source. So we actually did believe like he's source in human form. But we all are. So I guess it was the Messiah word. I guess that's what really got us. Like, oh, this is the Messiah. This is the modern day Jesus. I'm walking with the modern day Jesus. Brainwashing is something. Somebody said she not going to answer the questions we really want the answer to. All right, y'all. All right. Who was that? Tink. Ask me something. Y'all so annoying. Like, ask me something. Ah. I love y'all. Thank you for listening. Were they using your EBT benefits? When I first got there, yes. But because the children are with my peoples, those benefits went right back to them. So they didn't get to use them for long. What happened with Natiri? You're going to have to ask Natiri. Somebody say you getting boring. I can't leave my kids and be bothered with others.
For those of you who do not know, Natiri is actually Janae. That's what she went by when she was in the cult.
Bothered with others. You can leave. The fuck? If I'm boring, bye. Fuck out of here. I don't give no fucks. I didn't already explain my journey and why my children aren't with me. It had nothing to do with leaving to go to carbonation. But if I'm boring, bye. And block me. I did tell the truth. It is a cult, guys. It is. It is. Listen, I came on here to talk about whatever I wanted to talk about, not just carbonation. So if you on here and you just want all the juicy facts from carbonation and you not really wanting to sit here and listen with me and build with me, because honestly this is really just about my spiritual journey and carbonation just happens to be a part of it, then leave, my nigga. If you don't like what I'm saying, if I'm not interesting, then leave. That's what I was just talking about when I said some of you are just on here to be nosy. Bye. The fuck? I'm coming back into balance to who I am because I was spiritually suppressed. This has nothing to do with just carbonation, my nigga. Carbonation is just a little teeny piece of my journey. Just a little piece. Will I help take down carbonation? Now that my eyes have been open to help other girls from going there. I have a lot to say. So, I mean, yeah. Like, I don't agree with the movement. I don't agree with the leader. I don't agree with him brainwashing people saying that he's the Messiah. I don't. So anything that needs to be done, yes. I'm not doing nothing to be envious, but just simply because that was a part of me too. And I take my life very, very, very seriously. Very seriously. Did you sleep? Barely. Like, barely. Why is it that ex-members bash them when they leave? Why not speak up while you're there? You be too scared to speak up. You don't want to be judged. And most people there then gave up everything. They didn't.
All right, y'all, going ahead and drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Thank you guys in advance.
Burn bridges. They ain't got nowhere to go. They ain't got nowhere to go. Some people really are brainwashed, so brainwashed that Eligio can do and say anything, and that be the end all be all. So you scared to speak up, yo. Like, when you don't, like with me, after a while, like, he was a big turnoff to me. Like, I didn't want nothing to do with him when it came down to the physical. I was just more so just listening to his knowledge. And so, like, I started looking at him like, yeah, like, you're my spiritual teacher, and I don't want to disappoint you. So I'm not going to say anything that I feel is going to disappoint you. And I'm going to watch my moves. I'm going to watch how I move so I don't disappoint you. No, I didn't fight nobody. I'm a grown-ass woman. What am I doing fighting? Unless you put your hands on me, what do I look like fighting anybody? The families care. My family cared more than I thought. Yeah, somebody said Grand. I used to think Grand was a fucking troll, but I get it now, guys. I get it. I was asleep, so I ain't understand. I really thought like y'all was out to get us. I really thought like. I'm grateful for the people who truly do care. Who asked that? Like, are y'all not listening? Povi or Pavi, Povi 718. How could you have just left your children, your kids? Are you not listening? Did you just come in? I am serious. Yeah, my G Black. I am, guys. I am. I'm probably one of the most experienced woman that has ever been in carbonation. I'm probably the most mentally strong that was in carbonation.
All right, y'all. If you haven't picked up your copy of Greatness is a Habit, authored by Aaron Dixon, otherwise known as True. Many of you know him as True. He is an ex-Carbonation member, and he's authored this amazing read. If you are interested in self-development and growth, this book is a good one for you. It's available on Apple Books for $1, guys. I got my copy, and I love this book.
Besides joy. So, yes, I'm serious. I'm not going back there. I'm going to write a book and everything, guys. Like, this is, I do not take my life lightly. I do not take my journey lightly. I'm not answering that. Where are you at, Star? Why does it matter? I'm safe. But did it ever cross your mind that he was a con and leaving your children was a huge mistake? Are y'all not listening? Did you just come in on my live? I'm trying to be nice, but y'all, like, in the beginning, no, of course I didn't believe he was a con, because if I believed he was a con, I wouldn't have been in his fucking cult. And I didn't just leave my children. My children are safe, well taken care of, and they are with my family. I'm getting me together. It had nothing to do with carbonation. I just thought that carbonation was where I was supposed to be while I was healing. That's it. Somebody said, you can't come on here and expect people to feel sorry for you when others have went and said the same thing. I am not them. Even when I left the first time, 2 weeks later, I was quote unquote proclaiming the kingdom of God, because I was still in the mindset of that's where I belong. Did I come back on here proclaiming the kingdom of God, or did I come on here talking about my spiritual journey? I don't need none of you to feel sorry for me. I've never had an abortion before. Whoever you are, my two loves. Never, ever. I have 7 fucking kids at the age of 29 because I felt like me getting pregnant with them was my responsibility to take care of them. Fuck, I look like I've never gotten an abortion before. Chill on me. Fuck. I'm glad I didn't have that baby, guys, because I would have had that baby just simply because I would have felt like I had to take care of my responsibility. And I'm glad I didn't, because I would have been bound to this man. Chill on me. I did in my last live. I said I left the first time because I was telling them that I was that I was pregnant, or I thought I was pregnant, and they were treating me very meanly, very mean. The whole fucking house turned on me. They thought I was just trying to start shit up because Velvet was coming back. I'm a grown ass woman. I don't have time for that. But that's neither here nor there. Alright, y'all. Get to the real question. Stop playing. He gay or what? And do he beat you? He's never put his hands on me. He would have regretted the day if he would have ever done that. And is he gay? I believe so. He tells y'all that, though. He tells y'all that he likes trannies. So that's not nothing new, you know? Yes, he does have us believing he did. I don't believe he's the Messiah anymore, but yeah, he had us believing he was the Messiah. I don't give no fucks about them threatening me to not talk. I'm talking. Because we were mixed up and confused ourselves. That's how we bowed down to him. We didn't have no understanding. A lot of us was just waking up on our spiritual journeys. We didn't know no better. A lot of us didn't have people around us to explain to us what was going on when we were awakening. We didn't know no better. Chill on us. Have some compassion. What am I lying about? Y'all are weird. Wow, she might go back, get that demon covered. It's a part of my journey. Y'all just, it's a part of my journey. Like, I can get the tattoo covered up, but for what? Why go waste my time? Who gives a fuck? It's a tattoo. Who cares?
Do y'all think she went ahead and got that tattoo covered up, or you think she's still walking around to this day with Eliel Bishop, a.k.a. Nature Boy, a.k.a. Three God's name on her butt?
For what? Why go waste my time? Who gives a fuck? It's a tattoo. Who cares? I don't care. Y'all shouldn't care. It is what it is. It's a part of my journey. I can look at that shit and be like, remember when I got that nigga tatted on my ass because I thought he was my husband and the Messiah? I laugh about the shit. I'm not sad about it. I mean, it said we had to give up the EBT and the money. Yeah, I mean, if you want to eat, the fuck? If you came in with money and they knew about it, yeah, he'd want that shit. He'd want the money. But I came in with stamps. I didn't mind sharing the stamps, like, and then I let that shit go, so my children could get what they needed. I'm not in carbonation anymore, guys. Relax. Chill on me. Is the weight loss due to stress or their diet? The weight loss was simply because I wanted to lose weight. I was getting chubby. I was chubby in all the wrong places. I'm good now. My body looking real good. So, no, it wasn't due to stress or the diet. It was due to me actually making up my mind to lose weight. Ask Natiri why she left.
All right, y'all, going ahead and drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Thank you guys in advance.
Natiri believed the same damn thing I believe. She didn't like the way things was going on there, so. Are you really still there? People are saying carbonation is known for the money. I'm not with carbonation, guys. I left a week ago. Okay? I left carbonation. I am no longer a carbonation member. Okay. Melanin Pops. What do you want to know? Because y'all keep saying I'm on the bullshit. I'm saying what I want to say. I said I got on here to talk about my journey. To talk about my spiritual journey. To get some shit off my chest. Not just to talk about carbonation. Most of you coming on here because you want to know what's going on with carbonation. Go watch their videos. Go hit them in their inbox. It is what it is. I don't give no fucks about how y'all feeling about me not answering certain questions. If I want to answer it, I'll answer it. But I told y'all, I'm going to write a book. Dumpling and fried rice head ass. Spill some tea. Am I protecting him over the miscarriage? Are you stupid? So you don't think that I would have said I had an abortion? Come on now. This is my journey. This is my truth. So why would I lie? It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense or get off of my life. I love you. How does Velvet treat the others? Velvet's a little girl, guys. Velvet's a little girl. Very little experience in life. She wants to be a part just like everybody else. So, if she feels like everybody else feels, I gotta act a certain way in order to get a certain response from Eligio, that's what I'm gonna do. Everybody did not miscarry. Everybody did not. Don't play yourself. Stop playing with me. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of questions, guys. It's a lot. And it's going pretty fast. Who leaves their kids for other people to take care of them? People who didn't know no better while they was making the motherfucking kids. That's who. You know, people who lack experience in certain areas judge a lot. You can't speak on shit that you ain't never been through. So shush. Shh. I think that's a good idea. Why does Nature Boy pass his wives around? Because he doesn't love himself. He doesn't give a fuck about women. And he swore he was my daddy. Yeah. I'm grateful. Not that I know of. Somebody says he having sex with the men. Not to my knowledge. No. No, he didn't beat True up. Y'all are funny. I'm gonna check the question box. How was the living conditions? The houses we stayed at was nice. The people, the person whose house it was pretty nice, decent. It wasn't where we were staying, like far as the homes that made it crazy. It's the people. But the people are being governed by Eligio. They're doing whatever he tells them to do. So shit. How does he determine who he's going to have sex with? He talk his sweet nothings. He's a very big manipulator. He's a huge manipulator. He's good with his words. Y'all seen that shit? Shit. And if you gullible, you fall for the shit. That's it. That's all. Do the women plot on each other to be his favorites? The women are in competition to be his favorite. Plot, I don't know about plotting, but they do a lot of snitching. Like the littlest things you do, like they snitching just so they can be his favorite, just so they can gain brownie points with him, I guess. How Zoka, I'm concerned about her. If I say she's good, I would be lying. And I only say that because no one's good in carbonation. I don't care if they think they are. They're not. Zoka's young. She doesn't understand. Like, she really believes this man is the Messiah. So, like, I want her to get out of there. I want her to have a healthy pregnancy. I don't like how he talks down on her pregnancy. He had all of us believing that her baby was toxic. Oh my God, guys. He's such a manipulator. He's a narcissist. He had us all believing her baby was toxic. So we thinking like, damn, maybe she shouldn't have this baby. You know what I'm saying? But all babies are a blessing. Children come here to teach you about you. They come here to bless you. So I want her to get out of there so she can have a healthy pregnancy. I want her to go be with her family so she can have a healthy pregnancy like she wants to. They said you didn't pass the entire test. all right, it was 100 questions, right? And I only answered 30 of them. I didn't answer 37. When I went back to answer the questions that I didn't answer, time was up. We got an hour on the test. And like I said, I wasn't studying because I was in a whole bunch of chaos. I couldn't study. So, it is what it is. Please just let us know if Mama Earth was annoying. She had her ways like everybody else. Like, we got into it a lot. Well, she got into it with me. Like, I didn't want no problems. I just was there trying to build with my sisters. Like, I just wanted a family because I never really had it. She wanted issues with me for the same reasons as the other women. She thought I was too dominating. But she's dominating. I know y'all see her. Like, you see her. She's dominating. That's the only issue she had with me. I was dominating. And she felt like I was always trying to dominate her because I'm me. But other than that, like, she could be cool. She could be. Oh, Eligio, be quiet. He said, stop defying the kingdom. My nigga, you don't even believe that you are the Messiah. So stop it. Stop it. The truth will set you free, my nigga. You said you're the messenger, right? You said you're only the messenger. You don't believe that you are the Messiah. Cut the shit. Cut the shit. I suppress so much of who I truly am in Carbonation. Stop playing with me, yo. Ain't nobody defying the kingdom. I actually think I'm doing a very good job. Cut the shit, my nigga. Like, cause I really took this shit seriously. Like, I take my journey seriously. And I really thought you was the Messiah. I really thought Carbonation was where I was supposed to be to heal. Because that's the main thing I want to do is fucking heal. I couldn't do that there with you. So cut the bullshit. You tried to break me, my nigga. You said everything to break me. You did everything to break me. Tried to turn the people against the fucking break me. Because you saw how powerful I was. You saw how strong I was. And you wanted to fucking break me. And you tried your hardest. You did. But you didn't succeed. So cut the shit. Fuck out of here with your lying ass. Let's really truly be honest. Let's be honest, Eligio. Let's be honest. Tell your peoples that's walking with you right now that you don't truly believe that you are the Messiah. Tell your peoples that you with right now that you don't know who the fuck you are. Because you got all of them brainwashed like you had me. You got all of them under the spell like you had me. But I was strong enough to get out of that shit. Stop playing with me. Only reason why I didn't go off on y'all motherfuckers is because y'all was not worth it. You kept calling me crazy and mentally ill, my nigga. We all got issues. Fuck is wrong with you? That's why we breaking generational curses. What's fake? You can get off my live, my two loves. You can get off my live. I'm not gonna block you because I ain't blocking people no more. I want y'all to see this shit because this shit is real. Like I said, when I left the first time, 2 weeks later, I was proclaiming the kingdom. No, I actually came on here to speak my truth and to speak about my journey like I was doing before I fucking went to Carbonation. Ain't none of this scripted, my nigga. None of it. I take my life very seriously. Fuck off my life if you think I'm being fake. Please. I beg of you. Bye. Anyway, I didn't like the way you was treating me, Eligio. I don't know if you're still on here. I didn't like the things you was saying about me to the people. You really tried to fucking break me. But I'm too strong for that. You couldn't. I really looked up to you though, my nigga. I really did. And I was disappointed. Very disappointed. You said you was my father. A father wouldn't treat his daughter that way. A father wouldn't treat his daughter that way. A father wouldn't speak about his daughter the way that you were doing me. To break me? To dominate me? To overpower me? You could never. You could never. There's so much more to my journey, which is the only reason why I didn't flip on y'all while I was there. Because I could have did so much damage. What you kept accusing me of what I was probably capable of, I could have. But my journey don't stop with y'all. So I didn't. Defying the kingdom. You need to be honest with your people. You're annoying. I got 32 seconds left, guys. I'm going to come back on here. I'm not saving this live, though. Maybe I will, since it's a part of my journey. Anyway, I have no respect for you, Eligio. None. I had the utmost respect for you, though.
All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video as well as my commentary. Please be sure to drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Guys, I want to give a big shout out to all of my new subscribers. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the channel. To all of my OGs, my day ones, my ride or dies. Y'all already know what it is. Big up yourself. We in the building with it.